Hebrews chapter 9 verses 3 and 4, looking at the Ark of the Covenant and the tables of the covenant. Commandment number 7, adultery, KJV. And after the second veil, the tabernacle which is called the holiest of all, which had the golden censer, and the Ark of the Covenant overlaid round about with gold, wherein was the golden pot that had manna, and Aaron's rod that budded, and the tables of the covenant. As we continue to look at the 10 commandments found on the tablets, found within the Ark of the Covenant, we now come to commandment number 6. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Exodus chapter 20 verse 14. Understanding why God had the items placed within the ark is as important as what the ark actually signifies itself. Each item represents something uniquely specific to the character and person of God the Father. The tables of the commandments are the universal guide God would have for all mankind. The first 4 commands instruct us how to relate to God individually and corporately. The preceding 6 commands are the foundation for all human interaction. Yet each has spiritual overtures that can enlighten us as to how God's character is to be understood and lived out in our lives. Today's focus on adultery is paramount to our grasp on God's commitment to those He loves. In Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 6, one can read an incredible commendation and promise God makes to His people. Be strong and of a good courage, fear not nor be afraid of them, for the Lord thy God, He it is that doth go with thee, He will not fail thee nor forsake thee. The end of this verse is quoted again in Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5. God explains how He is faithful to those whom He loves, and those that love Him. Knowing God never steps out on His people is a confidence and security unknown to every other religion on the planet. When God commands us to not commit adultery, He holds Himself to the same standard. An unbroken fidelity, one God for one people called by His name. Today we are now betrothed to God by His calling, His commitment, and the precious blood of His only begotten Son. Adultery not only destroys marriages, children, entire families, trust and love, adultery undermines the entire fabric of human society. God knows this. Therefore, while we were yet sinners, He made His commitment. He loved us first, so as to set a standard of undying, never-ending love. Our faith is empowered by the divine confidence given to all who come to the overflowing love and steadfastness of our God. God who became human, to purchase us out of the bondage of darkness and sin, knowing He will never cheat on us. He commands us to be faithful to our spouse. One man, for one woman, till death do they part. This is why marriage, as a God-given institution, is absolutely not to be entered into lightly. Rather, choose whom you enter into marriage with great care. Choose your mate with prayer and guidance from above, that the temptation to stray is only that, a temptation, never to be acted upon, that our marriages might reflect the divine love and eternal commitment God has given us. As He will never leave or forsake us. Discipleship on the go at DHBCLV.